Welcome to Flipflops'n'Notebooks book reviews. I am Elliot, and this time around I don't have a quote because finding a quote meant I would have to open the book, and once I opened the book I was afraid I would start reading it again instead of doing my homework, which was preparing a script for this video. So without further ado, I'm going to announce today's book. It is called This Is How I Lied by Heather Gudenkauf. Let's get started. Alright, so first of all, it was published by Row, and again, thank you to NetGalley for providing me a copy of this story, and all of my opinions are my own. As some of you may know, I just reviewed Gudenkauf's most recent novel, The Overnight Guest, but I thought maybe we should go back to where it started, my newfound love and appreciation for murder mysteries. Here we are. Details. Okay, so this one was published in May of 2020, and at that time I had really bad luck, especially when it came to mystery books, like adult contemporary mystery novels, and I was almost ready to throw in a towel. I did not want to read anymore. I was not sure what I should read genre-wise, but then I think it was the publisher who sent me an email with a copy of this book saying, he's like, hey, why don't you give this a try? And I'm like, sure, what's the harm? And here we are. So the characters are really not what you think they are. None of them are what they seem at first. I mean, who can you trust? Who shouldn't you trust? And one character in particular, I felt so much for her. It was almost heartbreaking for me to read her sections. And each of the characters that it's written from their perspective. So there are 3 characters, and each one has their own little, light spot in the limelight. Is that spot in the limelight? I think that should be it. Maybe I should Google that. Brings a different kind of mood to it, and it was just such a stark contrast in personality traits that really grabbed my attention, because you had not just, you couldn't just see how one author wrote 3 different characters, but they were kind of the same, but you kind of trick yourself into thinking it's someone else. No, it actually felt like different people were writing or narrating the different parts of the story. So the plot unfolds from 3 different perspectives, and it works so well for the mystery, because we get it to see from different sides, but then again, it's like, who can we trust, and how can we put the puzzle together, right? So I really enjoyed that. And the writing, of course, I mean, she has become one of my favorite authors, and her stuff is just moody, and it's atmospheric, and it keeps you guessing for a very long time, up until maybe the last couple chapters, maybe even later. So she knows what she's doing. She did it in The Overnight Guest, and she did it in This Is How I Lied. That's why I adore her so much. So verdicts. This was an amazing read. It was intense, it was powerful, it was satisfying, and it also had heart. It wasn't just gruesome and horrible. So I loved it, and I would absolutely recommend it to anyone who asks me and who doesn't. Alright, that's enough for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you indeed liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me. See you next time.